anything that you have. Let me tell you what I've got. I've got a good old magic circle here, great for some inner thigh pieces, also great to support your head while doing upper ab curls. I have one of the Gertie balls, sometimes called Franklin balls. Mine's about halfway inflated. Another great piece for support. And then sometimes my mat gets a little slick, so I have a grip pad nearby, which are really for your cupboards, you know, to put wine glasses and that kind of stuff on. Anyway, so I have that near. Also have a towel, which just roll up. You can put it under your low back for support, for supported neutral, or some help being more mindful in order to stay in neutral spine. So I may grab that at some point. And then the last thing I have is a TheraBand. And I've already taken my TheraBand and I've tied it into a circle, and it'll be around my knees here. So anyways, if you have a moment to grab any of those things, they'd be useful, but they're not critical, they're not, you must have them, they're just a nice little add-on. Let's go ahead and get started here. Again, if you have any questions at any point, just try and text them to me. Yes, Elizabeth, I'm going for about 30 minutes today. I'm gonna hop over at 10 a.m. to an online class with Absolute Center. There's other Pilates studios that are doing online classes, and I'm gonna do a cardio class myself. So that'll be my, hey, we're gonna end right at that time. Okay, let's all get started standing. I'm gonna start hip distance apart where those bony landmarks of our hips are, so not our perceived outlines, but where you feel those little bones protruding here. And then if you can, stand up against a wall and move your feet out, say 4 inches. And we're gonna do a standing roll down here. So nice big inhale. On that exhale, tuck your chin to chest, tuck your tailbone, melt down the front of your body, trying not to send your booty back. Try and keep your knees straight. When you're down here, see if this is about your usual distance to the floor. And don't be hard on yourself if you've lost some ground, if you're not as far down as you have been. We've all been sitting a lot more, it's been cold, our routines are totally off. Feel that nice hamstring stretch while you're down here. And then I'm gonna have you bend and straighten your knees 5 times here. On that exhale, still be pulling your belly button to spine. Be bending your kneecaps over your first and second toe, not to midline. And then pause. We're gonna roll up. I've already tucked my tailbone, and I'm trying to stack up on top of my hips here, not sending my booty back. That's what's nice about being against a wall is you can feel, oh yeah, I'm really sending my tail behind me. I'm gonna go one more time and start to reach through my shoulder blades here. Pausing at the bottom, sending my arms right and left here. For me, I can see I'm tighter in the right side of my waist. It's all just good information. And then I'm gonna roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, still stacking on top of my hips, growing tall here at the top, okay? And then let's start with that chin nod. So intentionally giving ourselves a double chin, trying to stretch out from my mid shoulder blades here, all the way up to my occipital nerve. And using that chin nod, I know it's not the most attractive of things, but hey, it gets us to a taller posture, starts to feel into those back line of the body muscles. I'm exhaling and pulling my belly to spine as well, okay? Gonna hold that chin nod, rotate the arm bones in the shoulder socket here. As you rotate out, squeeze with these muscles here, your lats. We're gonna actually be using those in our Pilates ab work. We just wanna feel into all those pieces. Keep on exhaling, pulling your belly to spine here. Okay, and now we're gonna do rib cage arms where we don't let the ribs flare here. Exhale up, inhale down. We'll do 2 more like that and switch the breathing pattern. You wouldn't wanna be flaring your ribs forward like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna inhale up, still keep the front of the rib cage tied together, exhale down. Last one, pause up here, shrug your shoulder blades, and then go ahead and stretch over to your right. Inhale into the left side of your rib cage here. And over to the left. Inhale into the right side of your rib cage here. Okay, from here we're gonna go a little faster. Exhale, pulse twice. Inhale through middle. Exhale, pulse twice. Inhale through middle. One more to each side. Getting our spines nice and warmed up and flexible so that the ab work goes into our abs, not into our lumbar spine. This is a little bit of flexion forward, still hollowed and scooped here in flexion. Exhale, really reaching out of my hips, still pulling my belly to spine so I do not shorten here. Inhales forward, exhales back. One more. Okay, and then standing tall into my neutral, take it into rib translation. Finding those oblique muscles that crisscross from hip to opposite armpit. And this is a side slant or side pull. It's not a side bend. Okay, next I'm going to pause here in the middle. Hands can be on top of shoulders or all the way out to the sides of the room. Just watch for walls, furniture, lamps. You'll exhale, twist on top of your hips. Inhale through middle. Exhale, pulse twice. Notice I'm not taking my hip bones with me. I'm twisting on top of my hips. We'll go 2 more times. All right, so a pretty nice little warm up there. You can always add in some jumping jacks, get that heat built. I'm gonna start with just a little bit of low ab warm up. This is a stability ball here. I'm gonna just place it where my feet are gonna go. If you can use a coffee table or an ottoman, that's fine too. Just somewhere to rest your feet, okay? It's fine to have your legs up in the air in tabletop if you don't have anything to rest on. What I'm looking for here is that lower ab activation. So find your 2 hip bones, place your palms over them, and then your fingertips meet just about where your pubic bone is. Okay, on your exhales, you'll draw that ball in about 1 inch or 2. Inhale out. Okay, and you want to have chosen neutral or imprinted here. You don't want this crawl space or flat space to open up and flatten. You want to pick a position and keep it, okay? And I do this just to get people nice and mindful of these lower core muscles really activating, pulling that ball in and trying to get out of your hip flexors here. Okay. All right, next from here, let's just head into that ab work. Know you have some choices here. If you want to put that TheraBand around the outside of your legs, you sure can. If you want to grab a ball here to squeeze, you can do that as well. Get that inner thigh engagement, will help activate those lower abs. I'm going to bring my hands behind my head here. Also know that some of the modifications you can do for some neck support or your magic circle right here. I'm pressing the bottom of my palms on the inside of that handle. You can also do something similar. Pretend this is a towel with a towel right here. So I'll demo that one for the first set. Okay, we're gonna go for 8. Okay, keep sliding those shoulder blades down your spine here for me. You can pause every once in a while, check that you've got the weight of your head either in your hands or your prop, your towel here, and coming on down. It's scooping the belly. Exhale up, inhale down. Two more, ladies and gents. And last one. Okay, I'm going to remove my prop, but feel free to keep using it. From here, I'm going to go into some twisting motions. So exhale, come on up. Inhale while you hold. Exhale to the right. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to stay up. Inhales through middle. Exhale as you twist. You're rotating the thoracic spine here. One shoulder blade goes more into the mat, one lifts off. If you want to pause in the middle and come down, you can. I'm staying up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming back in the middle here. Nice big stretch on out here. If your feet are flat on the mat, that's awesome. And I'm gonna take this ball away. Okay, I'm gonna take this out now to just some bridges. Again, props, you can have something to squeeze, or you can have that TheraBand around the outside and get some outer thigh action here. Pressing my palms into the mat, then lifting as one piece. You've heard me use this term in class. These are your stability bridges. Lowering as one piece, tailbone lands first. Check that I've landed in neutral and not an arch. Okay, and up, and down, and up, and down. I'm squeezing the ball in both directions, getting some inner thigh work that flows up to my abs here. And we'll go 4. Activate that set of glutes and hammies as you lift. And 2, we're going to stay up at the top here. 1, 5 pulses, either squeezing your ball or pressing out on a TheraBand. And pause. Okay, from here, take it into typewriters for me. Inhale one direction, exhale the other. It's just hips. Notice my knees are not moving much. I'm squeezing that ball. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. And then transition to mobility style. So I'm lowering 1 vertebrae at a time. Hug your knees to chest. Do a little check-in on your low back here. Does it feel good? Is it stretching? Do you have a sensation that you were using the muscles of your low back? Maybe you need to be more of a pelvic curl during your bridges, or just be more active in the abs, more intentional. Okay, pausing here. I'm gonna lift and lower 1 vertebrae at a time, and lower 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's do 3 more of those, pausing at the top. 4 little squeezes of your ball. The ball can also be, say, like a rolled up towel. And up. And squeeze, 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 squeeze. 1 more time. And up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, let's move on to marching. So putting the ball to the side. My feet are pretty close into my tush here. My knees and my feet are hip distance apart. I want to land hip distance apart, not go too narrow. And we'll go for 20 marches here. Try and keep those hip bones high and even. Don't let the hip bones drop. Be pressed into your elbows or into your palms. Okay? 14, 13. Inhale, exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and come down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's do my favorite pelvic clock series. For new people, think of having a round plate on your lower stomach here, and you're going to have a marble on that plate. And we start with just taking that marble between the crest of your pelvis and your belly button, back and forth. So flattening out our low back here, creating quite a crawl space, back and forth, Okay, now take it right to left like your hip bones are a seesaw here. Back and forth here. Okay, and now I'm going to think of that round plate one more time, and I'm sending the marble around in circles. And 4 times the other direction. Notice where you feel stiff here, and notice where you have good coordination and not so great. I'm going so fast, I'm realizing I need to slow down in order to find those spots. All right, let's get back to doing a few more upper ab curls. You can grab a prop for your feet. You do not need to have the prop, but it's a nice option here. Okay, so I have my shin to thigh bone here in a 90-degree angle, as well as my thigh to my torso. My hands are going to be behind my head. You have the choice of using that towel or magic circle or any kind of prop to support your neck. And you're going to exhale, come up. Inhale as your hands go back around. Exhale, pull deeper. Inhale as hands come around and down. So we're just taking all these breaths and slowing down so that we have to hold this ab work here for quite a while. As I've exhaled, I've pulled deeper, really hollowed my belly out. Let's go 5 more. Okay, we've got 3 more. And 2 more. And last one this style. And down. Okay, I want to do something that's a little bit like the 100 just to get those lats firing in the mid back here. Think of 2 little diamonds going down your back and connecting. So you can use your prop or hold your legs in the air. Let's all start 90-ish. At 90 and then coming on down. And then exhale, come on up and hold here. Really reach your fingertips towards the edge of the room. Keep on breathing. Go ahead and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, pull deeper through the abs. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. We're halfway there. It's like you're tapping water. Try and get into those lats. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. We've got 1 more set. Inhale, exhale, reach those fingertips. Okay, hopefully you've built some heat and that felt great. You got through your 100. Let's go into spine twist here. A little moment of restoration. Your hands can be all the way out, reaching to the sides of the room. Since I'm on this elevated surface, I'm going to bring my palms to this to the mat here. Legs are in tabletop and just twisting side to side. Keep those shoulder blades on the mat. I'm twisting to the left. I've lifted my right knee slightly. Back to middle and twist. And back to middle, twisting left, lifting right hip a little, twisting right, lifting left hip a little. 1 more to each side. Awesome. Okay, and then I want to take you guys a bit into some more oblique work. So I'm going to take my legs straight up to the ceiling, straight behind the knee. If there's something uncomfortable about this, you can go into tabletop. I'm gonna reach my hands up to the ceiling and into an upper ab curl. Inhale, prepare, exhale, coming on down. Now my hands go on up. I'm reaching up to my feet. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Take it right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Back to middle, now left. Inhale for 2. Get this feeling across your anterior oblique sling from one armpit over to that hip bone. All right, and then a little squeeze out here.